coming from a background or a place where your parents kind of dictate what you're doing and where you're going to, and you're the oldest, right? No, second. Being usually generally, the oldest girl, like the oldest usually have to have the respectable.
Yeah.
How was that? Was that an issue? Was there an awkward conversation? How was that?
It was interesting. I think when I quit the law job, my dad took it. Didn't take it well.
Okay.
He didn't understand it. But the good news is, it's funny because my sister Nisi had already kind of like broken the chains before all of us.
Okay.
Because she decided to major in art history and she works in auctions. And I helped her transition to that because my parents thought she was going to do political science. And I was like, she doesn't even read newspapers. Like, how do you find political science? So once she had gone into that world, it's interesting because I quit and my brother quit his job around the same time. My brother used to be in finance and he too was also, something was off. So my dad was kind of freaked out that like, how are his kids going to feed themselves and all that stuff. And like, I didn't know, but he is now getting around to the idea of what I'm doing. My mother was open to, if it doesn't make you happy, figure it out. But I think they had a nice buffer because I was always doing contract attorney work. So then they're like, oh, okay, she still makes money. Maybe this is a hobby, probably.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think last year was the first time I didn't do any law, and I did this full out. And that's like...
How was last year?
Rough.
Right.
But invigorating. It's like swimming the English Channel. You think you might drown every 2 seconds, but every time you like stay afloat a little longer, you're so like amazed at your ability to swim. But it's real, like. But thank God for all I have another entrepreneurial friend, and at least we could commiserate together. Because she used to say this to me, but she was like, until you do it 100%, it's a hobby.
That's true.
You have no clue what's going on. And at the end of this year, I was like, holy shit. You weren't joking. Because, like, life is still happening. Like, your parents having problems, like, with health and stuff. Like, your sister's getting married. And you still got to do all that. Feed yourself, make stuff, build a website. But again, if you embrace it, it kind of is, like, very exhilarating. Like, it kind of reminds me of, like, those like, kind of movies, like Lord of the Rings or stuff like that. Where they're, like... You get it, like, oh, there's a challenge at every step. Yeah. But the more you pass through it, the more you, like, kind of earn the right to be a knight or a warrior. Like, you see, like, life as a journey, if you think of it that way, this is where you're, like, really building your worth.
Okay.
Like, if you can survive these things, like, your concept, because for me, every time I defeat fear, it cancels out that fear in itself that, oh, I can make money myself. Okay. Like, I don't have to be afraid of the idea that I only could work for somebody else. So it just liberates you each step. So as bigger as the challenges get, if I overcome it, the more empowered I feel.
Okay.
And then it's more awesome. So this move, I mean, I have so many challenges now. I gotta pay rent here. I gotta pay rent at home. I gotta sell stuff. I gotta keep the lights on. I don't know how I'm doing it all yet. But once I figure it out, like, I can build another company. Like, it's not as
daunting as
yeah.
As it was before.
I can help somebody else build a company.
Yeah. If you